presenting coverage of Spanish Fork Dons versus the Orem Tigers. I am Taylor Decker, and I am joined today by Hayden. We are glad to be here for today's game action. Today's game is brought to you by these sponsors: the Tony Basso Auto Group, the Car Guys, Basso, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Christiansen Wise, Attorneys at Law, and Dickerson's Automotive. It's a pretty day here today, Hayden. It kind of looks like it might rain, but
it looks like we should be all right. It's a little bit windy.
It's a good day for baseball for sure. Well, we can list off the starters for you. The starters for Orem, starting at third base, is Tay Newman, top of the lineup. Second, we have Andrew Pitar at shortstop. Third, we have Cy Nelson. Fourth, we have Dylan Lee. He's DHing today. Next, we have Josh Cowden in catcher. Dylan Hall in second base. Sage Olson in left field. Carson Chappell right, and Riley Hess in center. And Ty Sorensen will be the starting pitcher for Orem today. Next, we'll go on to the Dons. We have Chris Daly starting off at center field. We have Travis Gill at shortstop, Jamison Finch at pitcher, Spencer Wollaston at catcher, Camden Decker at third base, Cole Brandner at left field, Tyler Wimby at right, Stetson Matson at first, and Dallin Lee at second base today. The Dons right now are on a 4-game win streak, looking to improve to 5 over the Orem Tigers. They recently lost to them just 2 days ago, Hayden, so we'll see how this game turns out today.
Yeah, it was a 5-3 result. Actually, last night, Spanish Fork played them, I think. It was last night.
All right, we're finishing up the national anthem right now. First pitch will be quite soon after that.
Thank you. Now the batting order for the Tigers. Leading off in center field, number 6, Chris Daly. Batting second, shortstop, number 8, Travis Gill. Batting third, the pitcher, number 1, Jamison Finch. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 22.
Alrighty, so the pitcher for the Dons today is Jamison Finch. The coach led off Casey Nelson. He'll be coaching the team. Finch is doing his warm-ups and waiting for the game to start. How do you think this game's going to go today, Hayden?
Well, judging on that last one, I think it'll be a very close game. I think it'll be fun. Hopefully we'll get a lot of good hits in and have a good game.
And Spanish Fork has some strong hitters. They already have 5 home runs
5 home
compared
runs.
to Orem's, what, 2?
Yeah, 2 home runs. But the interesting thing about Spanish Forks is that the 5 home runs are shared between 2 guys. One has 3 and one has 2.
So if those guys don't show up, then we've got an actual
We could have a good
team. Yeah.
Yep, we could have a ball game.
Right, as we reached our final warm-up pitch, Tay Newman is getting ready to step into the box.
Leading off for the Tigers in the top of the first inning, center fielder, number 6, Chris Daly.
Oh. That's actually Chris Daly. Switched up. And that looked a little high.
So we got strike 1.
Yep. Pitches, Daly almost swings, and that's another strike for the Dons.
We're at 2 strikes, 0 balls. We got our first ball, so we're down to 2 strikes and 1 ball.
2-1 for Daly. And struck him out onto Travis Gill. Again, that was pitcher Ty Sorensen.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 8, Travis Gill.
All right, number 8, Travis Gill. Up to bat.
It was low, so it's going to be ball number 1. He swung and he missed there, so we got strike number 1.
That was a good looking strike. Up and another strike for the Dons. Taking his time, waiting for the pitch. Waiting to swing in a good one, and he hits it over to second, but not fast enough as the Dons get their first out over the Orem Tigers.
That's their second out. They had one
Second
strike,
out.
and that's their first out by throw.
Thank you.
Jamison Finch.
All right, it looks like we're switching up the runners.
Running speed up, number 5, Jackson
To
Williams.
number 5,
Now
Jackson
batting, the catcher, number 22,
Will-
Spencer
Williams.
Williamson.
All right, up to bat we have Spencer Wollaston right now. All right, and that was first ball.
That was the first ball.
First ball for him. And a strike for the Dons.
So we're at 1.
Wollaston, 1-1 count.
Yep, 1-1 count. Scary pitch as it goes a little bit to the right of the catcher.
Wollaston at the last game for Spanish was hitting 1,000, fielding 750, and he had 4 plate appearances, so that was really good. And he hits that over to center field. He misses it. Routing out to third. He's going to go home, and he hits a double, and the Orem has their first run.
First run, they got 2 outs, and they got a
That was
runner on
Williamson.
second. Yep.
And they got another speed up for number 23. Going in, we have Hermanson, Dane Hermanson.
That was a very nice hit. Went right over the center fielder's head, and
It's right where you want it, right down
yep,
the middle.
all the way down to the wall.
Up next, we have Camden Decker about to step into the box.
Left-handed hitter.
Yeah. Oh, and that was the first strike for Decker. Just looking back to make sure that he stays on second, and he pitches, and that was a ball. 1-1 count for Decker. Pitches and a swing and a miss. That is strike 2, 2-1 count. One, two count, excuse me. And Little Love got 2-2. Camden had 2 hits last game versus Orem. Versus the Dons, excuse me. And he swings, and it looks like it'll be a foul. Backing out of the box, taking a breather.
Getting ready to go up for one of his last swings.
Yeah. up to bat. Just a reminder, today's game is brought to you by these sponsors: the Tony Basso Auto Group, the Car Guys, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Christensen, Wise Attorneys at Law, and Dickerson Automotive. What were your thoughts on that first half inning, Hayden?
Well, Orem took the lead up 1-0 after a beautiful hit that just went right over the center fielder's head. They did, however, leave a guy on second base, so they had a missed opportunity there. But it is still very early, and they still should be able to get some more hits in.
Still got a run, which means they're up early, which is really good for Orem considering they lost last time, and they're on a 2-game lose streak right now. So any momentum I think they can get in the very beginning is going to turn out well for them if they can keep it up, obviously. But any runs on the board is good for them right now at this point.
Get some of their confidence up.
And pitching for Orem, we have Jamison Finch. Catcher Spencer Woolston. First up for the Dons, we have Tay Newman. He is a third baseman. He's a leadoff batter for a reason, so we'll see what he does up here.
Let's see if he can do something exciting, get on base, maybe even get a home run. Who knows?
Who knows? It's a good day for a home run, ain't it, Hayden?
Let's get number 6 on the year for the Dons.
Can see Tay warming up, practicing a swing right there, right by the Dons dugout. Third base coach taking his place.
Orem looks like they're getting their balls in, and it looks like we're about to get started here.
Here we go, and Newman stepping up to the box.
Leading off for the Dons in the bottom of the first inning, the third baseman, number 14, Tay Newman.
Tay Newman's a junior, graduates next year, so they'll get to see him again next season. He's been playing well for the Dons, hitting .500 last game and 3 runs. Close to the plate, and it's a strike for Newman. I feel like he's awfully close inside that box, don't you think?
He does look very close to the catcher.
That was the ball. He knows what he's doing. He ain't afraid of that ball. And the pitch goes, and he hits it over to third baseman, who catches it. Tries to get it over to first, and that is the first out for Orem.
Pretty easy play for third baseman to make. That was Camden Decker who made the throw over to first.
Very nice throw. Up next, we have Andrew Pittar at shortstop. Getting ready to throw, and he hits it. It looks like it'll be a foul.
Foul ball over to the left side.
He's gone, and he fouled it back. Oh, don't worry about your car back there. It might get hit.
Might want to go check for a broken windshield or two.
Two strikes for Pittar now. And he swings right back to center field. Will he catch it? And he does. Very beautiful catch back there.
Diving catch by center fielder Chris Paley.
Chris Daly.
Chris
yeah,
Daly,
that was
my
really
bad.
good. All right, and that's 2 outs. Nate looking looking good for the Dons right now
I know.
in this first inning.
2 up and then 2 out. Very quickly.
Up next, we have Cy Nelson.
Number 11, Cy Nilsson.
On deck, we've got number 24.
Dylan Lee. Alright, he's getting ready to throw, and he watches it, and a strike for Lee, or for Nelson. And he hits it. It looks like it's going to be another foul.
Foul ball to the left field.
Nobody on base. It's just up to Nelson right now.
Trying to get something going for the Dons as they are losing 1-0 in the bottom of the first inning.
Still plenty of baseball left to be played, but very interesting start, and he hits it over to second. Second throws to the first, and he is out. That will be the third out. And we're switching up. Just a reminder, today's game is brought to you by these sponsors: the Tony Basso Auto Group, the Car Guys, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple Heat Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and 2 Jacks Pizza.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Nobody plans on getting in an accident, but if it does happen, you can rely on the expertise of Mike McKell to protect and fight for your rights. Specializing in personal injury law, Mike McKell is the attorney you need. Contact Mike at McKell, Christiansen, and Wise.
Alrighty, and we're back. We would like to thank our sponsors real quick: Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, 2 Jacks Pizza, McKell Christensen, Wise Attorneys at Law, and Dickerson Automotive. Now, have you ever had 2 Jacks Pizza?
I've had it a few times. It's quite delicious.
That cheese bread has got me every time. And just a reminder that I am Hayden Nielsen, and
I'm Elliot Scharfs. We're coming back in the top of the second inning, and the Orem Tigers are up 1-0 on the Dons.
And we've got leadoff hitter Cole Brandoner. And there is a ball on the first one. We have got another ball. It is now 2-0.
2-0 count on the junior.
We got our first strike on Cole.
In 12 games this year, Cole is batting .286. Very respectable batting average coming in.
We've got another ball, one more, and he walks. And there he goes. He takes his base. Our next hitter is number 11, Tyler Wimpley.
Tyler Wimpy is the right fielder. He's a senior this year.
Trying to make a good impact on his Orem team before he leaves off to college or somewhere else. Maybe on a mission. Who knows?
Pitcher Jamison Finch is 4-2 on the year, but he's struggling a little bit today with a hit by pitch and now a walk in the second inning.
And there's a little bobble over on third base, and it looks like the runner is safe to first. Should have been an easy out right there, but there was a bobble on third base, and I think that's our first error.
Yeah, Tay Newman at third really bobbled that ball. Looked like he had a really easy roll-it-up double play there that could have gotten Jamison Finch out of the jam, but
as it stands, we now have a runner on first and second, and no outs. And number 16, Stetson Madsen, first baseman, is up to hit.
Yes, Madsen into bat now. Steps off and looks the runners back, but no throw.
Batter shows bunt. So So let's see if we actually do see a bunt here.
Madsen's batting .389 on the year, one of the top hitters on the team, and he squares around a bunt.
And he gets strike number 1.
Yeah, he didn't quite pull back in time there, it looked like, and
Nope.
now he's down in 0-1 hole.
Let's see if he tries to do that bunt again. Just a sacrifice bunt, get that runner on third. He does. Foul ball, it'll be strike number 2 as the ball went over the line to the left.
0-2 now. You would expect that the coach takes the bunt sign off now and has him swing away, as you don't want him to
swing away. You don't want to waste a strike. You don't want to waste an out on bunting.
Yeah, if he fouls it off on this third strike, reminder to our viewers that a foul on the third strike would be an out, even if he's attempting to bunt. So we expect that he'll take that off.
And he does swing at it, and it's a perfect hit. It goes to left field, who throws it back to the pitcher to make sure that nobody gets home, and we now have bases loaded.
Yeah, solid single to right from Stetson Madsen, increasing his average from .389, probably just got himself over .400 on the year. And it looks like they're going out to the mound to talk things over.
Yes, it does. They're having a timeout because how it looks, Orem is in very good position to score.
We got bases loaded, no outs, and Jamison Finch, who, like I said a minute ago, 4-2 on the year, 1.83 ERA in 9 games and 3 starts, has been one of their best starting pitchers all year long for the Dons. But really, this inning is kind of unraveled a little bit. Hit by pitch, tough error by the third baseman, and then a nice smooth single through the left side, loads the bases with no outs.
Yeah, it was a very pretty hit right there. Let's see if Dallin Lee, second baseman, can bring any of these runners home, or if he can get around himself. Let's see right here. We got strike number 1.
Dallin Lee's hitting .263 through 15 games this year with 7 RBIs. This is a great RBI opportunity for him here
Yes,
to add
it
to that
is.
total of 7.
And it'll go to a ball, so we're now to a 1-1 pitch count. We got strike number 2, bases loaded. You got 2 strikes and 1 ball.
Yeah, that was a great breaking ball in the inside corner. Really kind of curled in there and caught Dallin Lee off guard to get ahead in the count 1-2.
It was. Reminder, we have no outs for Orem yet. They look like they're just... And he's going to be striked out right now. That is the first out for Spanish Fork this inning. And we got number 6, Chris Paley.
Yeah, back to the top of the lineup. Finch with his 3rd strikeout looking this game, so he's really racking up the Ks early.
Yes, he is. He's got ball number 1. Be a shame if Orem didn't get any of those guys in. Ball number 2. We got ball number 3. Got to be real careful on these next ones. If he gets one more ball, then Orem will score their 2nd run.
Yeah, first baseman goes over to talk to him, try to calm him down a little. Obviously, you don't want to walk in a run here. Already down 1-0 in the top of the 2nd.
No, we got to make them earn it. But he does end up walking him, and Orem will go up 2-0 with Travis Gill coming up to bat again.
Yeah, a little tough there. 4-pitch walk with the bases loaded and only 1 out. That's really not what you want to be doing. Jamison Finch has been a little wild today with a hit by pitch and a couple walks. And
let's see if he can get it back together now and get them out of this. He's got another ball. Catcher's going to go and talk to him, try to calm him down, see what's going on. catcher's coming back, and it looks like we're about to get back underway with the pitches.
Travis Gill at the plate is batting .500 so far this year, so he is the leading hitter on the Orem team in batting average.
That's strike number 1. We got strike number 2.
Beautiful little breaking ball on the outside corner right there to get ahead in the count.
Couldn't get it in there, so that's going to be ball number 2. We got a 2-2 count. Bases loaded and 1 out.
Yes, we have bases loaded with 1 out. 1 run already in this inning. Tigers up 2-0 in the top of the second, threatening to strike for more.
Batter wants to get in a few more swings before the pitch comes in. Got a foul ball. So we'll remain 2-2. And that'll go foul on the left side. Looked like it had a chance to stay fair, but it did end up going foul, so we will remain at 2-2.
Nice play by the third base coach down the line there, barrel handing that foul ball.
I know. It's even more tough without the mitt. That'll be ball number 3, and we do not want, and he does not want him to walk again because he will miss a great opportunity to get their second out. 3-2 count, bases loaded. Here comes the pitch. It is hit very high, heading over to left field. Catcher looks, left fielder gets it, but Orem looks like they will score, and they do.
Tyler Wimpy tagging up there and scoring the run.
Yes.
Orem takes a 3-0 lead in the top of the second. Good start for the Tigers after losing 5-3 yesterday at Orem.
Already up. Travis Gill had a sacrifice hit. Got 1 RBI.
Spanish Fork is 5-0 in region play this year. Obviously off to a great start, but Orem, who's 4-3, has really come out strong today.
Looks like they don't want to lose again to these guys. We got runners on first and second. And we got strike 1.
We got the pitcher for Orem up right now batting third. Jamison Finch had a strong inning in his first inning of work on the mound, and now in his second at bat.
Swings through. That'll be strike number 2. 2 outs for Orem, and we'll see if they can bring another runner home or if they'll take us to the bottom of the inning.
Finch grounded out to short last time, so see what he has in store this time.
Pitcher scares runner on second back to his base. And that's the inning, and that's the top of the inning, and we will go back down to the bottom of the inning. And we would like to thank our sponsors, Tony Basso Auto Group, Triple T Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, MVP Sports, Dickerson Automotive, Mikkel Christensen Wise Attorneys at Law, Two Jacks Pizza, and State Farm, and Lance Wilson State Farm.
Well, that was quite an eventful half inning we had right there. Orem only got 1 hit, but the error, hit by pitch, walk really kind of led to a few runs for Orem.
Yes, it did.
It's really been hit or miss for Jamison Finch on the mound as well.
We will see if he can take. He went last time up. He actually Spanish Fork went 3 up, 3 down. So let's see if they can have any more success right here.
Yeah, Jamison Finch is only is 4-2 on the year with a 1.83 ERA, so he's been really, really solid. But
looks like leading off for us, we have Dylan Lee, the first baseman.
yeah, Dylan Lee is a senior, batting .263 on the year in 46 plate appearances. He's got 7 RBIs and a double, so obviously had quite a nice year up to this point.
Yes, he has. See if he can continue his success right here. Balls are coming in for Orem, and it looks like we're about to get started here on the bottom of the second.
Leading off for the Dons for the bottom of the second inning, the first baseman, number 24, Dylan Lee.
Dylan Lee leading off for Spanish Fork. And that'll be ball number 1 for Jamison Finch pitching. Swings at it, but that goes foul ball to the right. So we now have a 1-1 count. Now it goes foul to the left, and now we have a 1-2 count.
Nice breaking pitch there, got him out in front.
Yep.
Fouled it off a little to the left side, and now he's in control. Now Finch has a very much a pitcher's count.
There's another ball, so we're down to 2-2 count. Swing is at that. It goes to left field, and it's going to be a foul ball. So that now we'll still be at 2-2, 2 strikes, 2 balls.
Yeah, he was on the breaking ball that time. That ball was ripped hard right down the left field line, but just foul, and the Orem Tigers dodged a bullet.
They did right there, because that looked like it very easily could have been a hit.
Yeah, that ball lands fair. That's easily a double down the line. And Spanish Fork would have been in business to start the bottom of the second here.
As it stands, Spanish Fork still has not gotten a run this game.
Yep, 3-0, bottom of the second here at Spanish Fork.
And he strikes out.
And
Next.
that is Jamison Finch's first strikeout of the game.
First strikeout.
And 4 up and 4 down for
Let's see if they can
pitcher
keep
from
it
Orem.
going. We got the left hitter, Josh Cowden. He's the catcher for the Dons.
Yeah, Josh Cowden is a senior. He's appeared in 16 games this year, and he's batting .452. So, obviously one of their better hitters. He actually has the best batting average on the team right now.
And he gets that one. It'll go. Oh, and there it looks like there's going to be an error, and that'll be the first hit for Spanish Fork.
Yeah, error on the second baseman right there.
Could
No
have been
hits
a.
yet, but still base runner on the error. So.
Yep. Should have been a very easy out, but it's all right because Spanish Fork's got their first hit.
Now batting the second baseman, number 23, Dylan Hall.
Dylan Hall, number 23, second baseman's up to hit. Spanish Fork's got 1 on base. And that one's high, and it's going to be a ball.
Dylan Hall, also a senior on this team. Lots of seniors on this Orem team. 6 of the 9 in the starting lineup today are seniors, so very much a a senior-led team.
Might be a great reason why they're off to an amazing 5-0 start in that region. That experience can go a long way. They're going to try to steal the base. He does. He steals second base because of the bad throw by the catcher. They weren't able to get it, and now Spanish Fork's runner will advance to second.
Yeah, Josh Cowden with the nice steal right there, got a great jump, and I think he would have beat the throw even if it had been clean.
Yeah. And Hall has to lean away from that one a little bit as it came kind of close to him. That'll be ball number 1, I believe. That'll be ball 2.
Dylan Hall is batting .317 so far this year, and he has 8 RBIs. Obviously a great RBI opportunity right here with the runner on second and only one out to pick up his 9th RBI of the year.
We got strike number 1, so now we're at a 1-2 count. No, at a 2-1 count. Spanish Fork's got a runner on second, looking to get their first run in this bottom of the second inning. He strikes out right there.
Yeah, second strikeout of the inning for Finch. And he's been solid. Hasn't given up a hit yet. The one error, obviously, with the runner on second. But other than that, it would have been 6 up, 6 down.
Yeah. Let's see if he can get another strikeout right here and get out of the inning. Batter wants to take a few more swings.
The batter number 5, Sage Olson, plays left field for the Dons and is a senior this year.
Yes, he is. There's the pitch. It's
what a catch!
He caught. What an amazing catch by shortstop for Orem, Travis Gill. That was an amazing catch. It looked like he was going to be able to get on base, but nope. He was able to get out.
Yeah, Olson got robbed, line drive, going to his right. Gill makes an amazing diving catch, and Orem leads 3-0 after 2.
Yep, and we'll be back right after these messages.
Hi, welcome to Two Jacks Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to Two Jacks Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Welcome back to some high school baseball between the Spanish Fork Dons and the Orem Tigers. We're in the top of the third, and the Dons are currently trailing 3-0. I'm Elliot Charfs, and I'm here with
Andrew LaRose. We are excited for a beautiful day. It's 3-0 Orem so far. Dons haven't been able to get across any runs, but looks like Sorensen is back on the mound for the Dons. Let's see if he can calm things down here.
Yeah, a little bit of a rough inning. Last inning, giving up 2, hitting some batters, walking a few.
A little erratic in that last half inning.
The first pitch is inside for ball one. To senior number 22, Spencer Wollaston, the catcher for the Tigers.
Wollaston's a big boy. He's a power hitter for the Tigers.
And a strike low. Just caught the corner.
Yeah, you know, Wollaston didn't like that one.
Yeah, sometimes you have to live with a tough call.
Unfortunate.
And there's a chopper to the left side. It's going to be a tough play for the third baseman. And Wollaston beats the throw.
Beats it out. Very impressive. That was a great play there by the third baseman. Able to barehand it. Throws it over to first, but just not enough mustard on it to get the out.
Yeah, Tay Newman did a great job of charging that ball. Attempting to make a good throw, but Wollaston just a little too speedy. Leadoff single for the Tigers, and we have a pinch runner coming in for the Tigers now. Looks like we have number 23 coming into pinch run for the Orem Tigers.
Yeah, no need to potentially injure your catcher there out on the base pass. Might as well play it safe, and obviously this guy's probably got a little more speed to him.
Yeah, Hermanson pinch running for the Tigers. The first pitch is ball one to Camden Decker. The sophomore third baseman for the Tigers. Decker struck out looking his first time up.
Yeah, you know he wants redemption on that one.
Ooh, and the throw gets away as he throws it over. And they are having him go back.
Calling him back.
Oh, no, they're giving him second base.
Just need to get his helmet. That was that's the problem. It's like, that got out of play, so he should be able to advance.
Just down the first base line there, got out of play, and he has to go over to second base now on the wild throw from the pitcher, Ty Sorensen. Sorensen's been a little wild today, hasn't he?
It's unfortunate because he had been doing so well. He had a stellar season thus far, and so it's kind of a bit of a bum outing for him in this one against the Tigers.
Yeah, 3.61 ERA, very respectable coming in. Obviously the Dons 5-0 in region play, off to a great start. 1-1 pitch coming now to Decker.
Oof, waves at it.
Yeah, he wanted to drive that one deep. He was swinging hard, but
oh yeah,
swung through that one. Now we got 1 and 2.
You always want to be the hero when you got someone on base. Let's see if you can't find a gap here.
And a little outside.
Just a bit outside.
Decker struggled a little on the year. The sophomore is only hitting .222.
I find it interesting that they'd be putting him then in the 5 hole. Usually you want someone that's going to be able to give you some run production there in the 5 spot. Obviously he's shown something in the past then. Coaches like him.
And he swings and he misses. Catcher tags him out, and that is the first out of the inning.
It's a good pitch there by Sorensen, getting him to chase it something a little bit lower in the zone. Also great play there by the catcher to block that so it wasn't going to get past him and potentially get the runner at second there to advance over to third.
Yeah, fifth strikeout of the game. Oh, and a line drive to right on the first pitch. And it looks like it's going to score a run. He's coming home. The play of the plate. And he is safe. Pinch runner number 23, Hermanson, scores. And a great base hit by Cole Brandner, the junior left fielder for the Tigers, to give them a 4-0 lead in the top of the third.
A beautiful disciplined hit there. He was able to take that outside pitch and shoot it through the gap between first and second base. That's just how you draw it up.
They waited back on it, took it the other way. Great approach. Jumped on him early in the count.
Yeah, you got to take advantage. You know, sometimes the strategy's to take, but, you know, hey, if you like the pitch, you go for it.
Tyler Wimpy at the plate now, the senior right fielder for the Tigers. And a strike that catches the corner.
Beautiful piece of pitching there.
Wimpy's having a nice year, hitting .342 over 14 games. Very solid.
That is impressive. It's a nice season there for the right fielder. Right down Main
Low
Street.
pitch. for strike 2. Just cut the outside corner.
Yep.
Got one out here in the top of the 3rd.
Ooh. Brings him up with that outside stuff.
Strike 3 looking. What a great pitch. Nice breaking ball on the outside corner.
Yeah, completely froze him. He'd been relying on the fastball on that particular at bat, and he's able to pull the string there and get him looking.
Ty Sorensen that's his 2nd strikeout of the inning and 6th on the game, 2 in each inning, so he's very consistent.
Hey, he's been a little erratic, but ooh, there's a nice little play.
And a nice play by the shortstop, Andrew Pintar. For Spanish Fork, and Stetson Madsen lines out to end the inning. Orem gets 1 run, 4-0 lead as we go to the middle of the 3rd.
Looks like the Tigers are just in cruise control here.
Yeah, after a tough 5-3 loss yesterday, they really bounced back. We'd like to thank our sponsors from the Tony Basso Auto Group, Dickerson Automotive, State Farm, Lance Wilson, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Mikkel Christian Wise, Attorneys at Law, MVP Sports, and 2 Jacks Pizza. Well, we've had an interesting game so far.
Yeah, you could definitely say that. It's been a frustrating game here for the Dons. They've really struggled on offense. It really seems like Finch has had their number here. Like he's had a good game. He's not like been overpowering with this stuff. Only 2 strikeouts, but he certainly has been fooling the Dons all game long. So hopefully here for the Dons, they're able to see him a little bit better and hopefully get some more base runners.
Yeah, Finch has been solid. Hasn't given up a hit yet. The 1 base runner coming on the error by the second baseman. So really, he's been in cruise control so far. But our next live game is Tuesday, April 24th at 3:30 as our Dons play the Salem Hills Skyhawks here on SF17 Sports.
That'll be an interesting game. Salem Hills is always a tough out, you know, and we'd like to see the Dons keep going with this impressive season that they've put together so far. They've been looking really good in region.
We get ready to start at the bottom of the 3rd. Leading off for the Dons, number 13, the right fielder Carson Chappell.
Carson Chappell, if you were with us on our last broadcast, Carson Chappell was the star of the game. He was 3 for 4 and had a home run. A little bit of surprising power for someone in the 8th spot in the lineup.
Leadoff ball to the senior. He fouls it off his foot. That looked a little painful for strike 1, 1-1.
Yeah, that's never fun. I got to shake that one off for sure. Take your time there, son. Take your time.
Chappell's having a nice year, batting .366, scoring 11 runs, and also has 11 RBIs.
Like I said, this cat's impressive. I'm shocked that he's as low in the lineup as he is. He's been a solid run producer for the Dons.
A hard foul ball down the left field line. Pulls the count to 1-2 on Chappell.
Certainly the Dons would like to see Chappell get on base here. They've not had the leadoff runner on base, and so it'd be good to kind of get this inning going.
Ball up and away on the fastball.
Taking a nice patient approach here. He's not been hacking at anything, you know, just kind of taking what Finch gives him.
And he pops it up. Foul territory, and that ball will get out of play.
Yeah, it looks like he got a little fooled on that one. Finch pulled the string, and he was able to get a piece of it at least, so he wasn't completely fooled, but now you got to be having that in the back of your brain, that breaking ball. He's been kind of sitting dead red here, but he's got to think about that with the 2-2 count here.
He's got to shorten up his swing a little bit here. Really try to put the ball in play and
absolutely
get that leadoff runner on for the Dons. Like
you
said a minute ago, they haven't had that leadoff runner on base yet.
So important. Oh.
And he strikes out swinging for the leadoff out in the bottom of the 3rd.
unfortunate. That's one that you want back. He got a good cut on it, but just misjudged it a bit.
That is the third strikeout for Finch today.
Yeah, and I was just ragging on him about that, but he looked dominant in that at bat.
Now up the 9-hitter, Riley Hess, the center fielder for the Dons.
Yeah, they would love to get Riley on base. This guy's a burner. You know that he can be a terror on the base paths. So if they can get him on base, it's likely that he's going to be getting the green light. He'll be stealing any base he can get.
And he takes ball 2. 2-0 to the center fielder for the Dons.
Again, smart approach here. Don't get too crazy with it. Like, let the pitch come to you. A walk is just as good as a single.
Ball 3-0. Finch falls behind his first 3-0 count of the day.
There we go. Finch is looking a little flustered on this one. Maybe it's the smaller strike zone because Riley's not the biggest boy in the world. It's kind of got to be a little more precise with your pitches here. And you know that Hess is taking all the way.
Drops the breaking ball in there for strike 1. 3-1.
You have an interesting choice there on a 3-0 count. You don't usually see the breaking ball, but he spun it in there nicely for the first strike.
And strike 2 swinging. He comes back into the count to bring it full. Although Hess is the 9-hitter, he's having a nice year, hitting .314.
That's impressive. Good for Riley.
Wouldn't expect that from a 9-hitter, but this Dons team is obviously very deep.
It is a deep roster, that is for sure.
He fouls off the full count pitch to the right side, and we stay full.
Able to fight that one off. It's a beautiful piece of hitting there. 3-2 count here. He needs to be able to still protect the plate, so choke up a little bit, but also don't want to swing at anything way outside the zone because, again, we want to get some runners on base here. So that's the key here for Hess is just get on base any way you can.
And foul tipped for strike 3, caught. And a nice play by the catcher there as Hess goes down swinging for out number 2.
It's surprising how much coordination that particular play takes. Like, people take that for granted, the foul tip strikeout. Like, for the catcher to be able to know where to have the glove and be able to still get the out there, it's not an easy thing, folks.
2 strikeouts swinging to start the inning.
That breaking ball is working very well.
Strike 1 to Tay Newman. Newman grounds it out to third to lead off the bottom of the first. This is his second appearance at the plate. And he drills one up the center.
There's a shot.
Beautiful single up the middle to get things going. Maybe a little 2-out rally brewing.
The Dons are certainly hoping so. Great piece of hitting there by Mr. Newman.
And that is the first hit of the game.
That's crazy.
For the Dons here in the bottom of the third.
We're in the bottom of the third.
Orem's up 4-0. The bottom of the third, but the Dons hoping to strike back with a few here.
Certainly, this is a guy that you think can help the rally out here in Pintar. He's been solid all season.
And he drives one to left. It's going to drop in front of the left fielder.
There it
and
is.
That's going to be another hit. Cole Brander fields the ball in left field and throws it in, but another base hit for the Dons, and back-to-back singles from Newman and Pintar gives the Dons first and second with 2 outs.
Yeah, it gives them something. It gives them some hope here. That's why you got the catcher going out to the mound, calling Finch down a little bit. This is his first jam of the game, so just kind of talking scenarios and also talking signs with a runner on second base. Don't want him potentially, stealing the signs and giving it away to the hitter there. So a little bit of a conference. So it's a good spot here for the Dons. Hopefully with Cy Nielsen up here, their big hitter, hopefully get some runs across.
Yeah, their DH grounded out to second last time up, but he's hitting .333 on the year. So he's had an impressive year, and there's a reason he's hitting in the 3 spot for the Dons.
There certainly is a reason.
And he drives it to right. Right fielder going back, but he's got to play on it.
Yeah,
and he fields it to end the inning, and the threat is averted. Nice play out there in right field by Tyler Wimpy to end the third. 4-0 Tigers as we head to the fourth here on Spanish Fork 17.
Wild Mustangs. They're supposed to be one of the most gentle creatures in nature.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these. That's why more people save money by combining their home and auto with State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Lance Wilson today.
MVP Sports is the #1 source for sporting goods in Spanish Fork. Football, soccer, all the fall sports, we've got you covered. Check out our new custom t-shirt builder. Design at home and we'll build it for you. MVP Sports, 72 North Main in Spanish Fork.
And we are
Welcome
that wind
back
is
in
blowing.
the-
Just look at the cameraman. He's loving it, giving us the thumbs up there. And we are back with SF17 with our coverage of the Spanish Fork Dons and the Orem Tigers. It's been a bit of a blowout here in favor of the Tigers.
Yeah, 4-0 going to the top of the fourth. I mean, not quite what we expected after a 5-3 win for Spanish Fork at Orem yesterday.
Absolutely. They looked dominant yesterday, and they've really been mowing through the competition here in regions thus far, and looks like they may have finally hit their first little blip in the road here with the Tigers today.
Yeah, Jamison Finch 4-2 on the year has been really impressive, and now the Tigers back up to bat.
And there's a swing and miss for strike one. Got the number 9 hitter, Dallin Lee, up. Oh, he takes strike 2 there. Beautiful breaking ball.
Yeah, really pulled a string on that one, dropped it in there, and 0-2 quickly on the 9 hitter.
Just a bit outside there for ball 1.
Downley's hitting .263 on the year, but he struck out looking in the second inning in his first time up.
And for all of the craziness that has happened with Sorensen's start, the one thing that has been true is that right there, strikeouts. He's been fooling the Orem hitters all night. If they haven't been getting hits, they've been striking out.
Yeah, he's had 2 every single inning. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 in the third, and now 1 in the fourth. So 7 strikeouts through 3 in the third.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, even though he's on the losing end of things currently. And there is strike 1 on Chris Daly. Back to the top of the order. Oh, turning in on that one. Looks like he may have wanted to get the free base there, but it is ball 1. Oh, he's able to wait on it. Now we got a shot down the line, but it is going to taper off foul.
Oof, just missed a big hit down the line there.
Yeah, you could say that. It looked like it was staying fair, and then it just cut hard over down that left field line, right field line. Sorry, I get my directions confused.
Yeah, no worries. Daly, obviously the center fielder, very fast. That ball down the right field line, you could easily see that turning into a triple if that ball stays fair.
Oh, absolutely. All right, 1-2 count here to Daly. Take that low for ball 2.
Daly's hitting .375 so far this year, so really an impressive number. One of the better hitters on this Orem Tigers
Yeah, it's definitely
team.
someone that you want to see leading off, that's for sure. An average like that. Ah, he shoots it right up the middle. Oh, nice play by the second baseman. And they are able to get the out at first base. What a play by Dallin Lee.
Yeah, range back on one knee, sliding in the dirt, making a throw off balance. A lot of things had to go right there. That was quite impressive.
Excuse me, that was Dylan Hall. I was looking at Orem's second baseman. Dylan Hall with the beautiful play there.
Yeah, nice backhanded snag on that ground ball. Ooh, almost hit him.
Yikes! 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 A little bit of chin music there. That is for sure.
The shortstop Travis Gill at the plate.
There is strike 1.
Travis grounded out to short in the first inning, and in his second at bat in the second inning, he came up with the bases loaded and hit a sac fly out to left field. Brought in a run for the Tigers.
Was able to take that opportunity, that is for sure. Now trying to paint the corner there, but the ump says no.
3-0 count to Gill.
3-0 count. Gill's working it nicely, that's for sure. There's strike one. You knew he was taking all the way, but certainly a nice pitch there, kind of calm things down.
Ooh, just foul.
Down the line, just foul. Brings the count to full here for Travis Gill.
Third full count today.
Hits a little dribbler that stays foul. Able to fight around and stay in this one. This would be a key inning here for Sorensen. Get the lockdown inning here. Getting the first two batters. Would like to see it a nice 1-2-3 inning for him. Ooh. And there's strike three.
That's his second one in this inning. He has to stay consistent. He's got 2 in every inning, and now he's got 8 through 4.
Yeah, absolutely got to keep it up. That's for certain. Sorensen, though he's been giving up runs, he certainly has been racking up the strikeouts. Now we're moving over to the next half of the inning. I'd like to remind you of our sponsors. We got the Tony Basso Auto Group, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikhail Christensen Wise, Attorneys at Law, and Dickerson Automotive. A good old Two Jacks Pizza sounds really good. I'm a big fan of their barbecue chicken cheese sticks personally. I could just go there and eat those, and I could eat them every day. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, we'll have to get them to bring some up here to our booth.
Oh man, I would love that. Someone over in the in the stands could make that happen. That'd be nice.
Well, we head to the bottom of the fourth now. Tigers up 4-0, and the Dons looking to try to break through here on Jamison Finch, who's obviously looked really impressive on the mound so far today.
Finch has been very impressive, just like you said. Like the Dons have been struggling against him, so they could certainly need to crack across some runs here if we're gonna keep this game competitive.
Jamison's been the best pitcher for the Tigers all year, 1.83 ERA. Really impressive numbers for Jamison. So
absolutely, that's Clayton Kershaw numbers there. That's fantastic.
If he develops into Clayton Kershaw, I think we'll all be pretty impressed.
I think so. Absolutely. I'd be majorly impressed. For one, he's right-handed and Clayton's lefty, but if you could develop into anything even remotely close to Clayton Kershaw, you're going to have a nice, solid major league career. That's for sure.
Only 4 strikeouts so far for Finch, but he's really been able to get a lot of ground balls, make some playable outs, and he's had a couple of really nice plays from his defense. A nice diving catch by the shortstop and also by the center fielder.
Impressive. The defense behind him has done a fantastic job. All right, senior Dylan Lee up at the plate.
Dylan Lee is the first baseman for the Dons. He struck out in his first at-bat in the second inning.
Fortunately, that's part of the game with being a cleanup hitter. You swing and miss hard. He did not miss on that one, but he chops it over to shortstop, and they're able to get the out there at first base.
Another nice play by Travis Gill over there at short. He's made a nice diving catch in the second inning to end that inning, and then a nice play on that chopper there to get the first out for the Tigers in the bottom of the fourth.
Brings up number 7, Josh Cowden, the Dons catcher. Another one that's had quite the impressive season. He usually is right there in the heart of the order because he's a baller, that's for sure, Elliot.
Yeah, no, Cowden's the best hitter on this Dons team, hitting in the 5th spot today. He's batting .452 on the year with 19 hits, 2 homers, and 10 RBIs.
That's video game numbers there. Man, I'd be happy if my character was hitting that. That's for sure. Yeah, he rips one down to second base. Nice little routine play there. That's out number 2.
And a nice play by Dallin Lee over there at second. A quick 2 up, 2 down for Finch here. And the Tigers. Finch has been able to get the leadoff hitter out in every single one of his innings today, and I feel like that's really been one of the key elements in avoiding giving up any runs or any big innings.
I absolutely agree with that. If you start the inning off right, usually you'll finish it off right too. Dylan Hall in there for the Dons, and he takes strike one.
Beautiful breaking ball on the outside corner. He's really had that pitch working well today, and the Dons haven't really been able to do much with it.
Yeah, it's been locked in. And there it is again. Strike 2 on Hall.
Yeah, don't fix it if it ain't broke, right? Keep
Absolutely.
going to it.
Just keep going.
They can't hit it.
Hall's got to be careful here. They really need something going here. Shorten up that swing a bit. Yep. Takes the strikeout instead.
And that is the 5th strikeout of the day for Finch as he keeps rolling.
Finch has certainly been impressive in this one, Elliot, that's for sure.
Gave up 2 hits back in the 3rd, but other than that, there's been no runs. And through 4, it's 4-0 Tigers as we head to the 5th here on SF-17.
Need a new car or truck? The Car Guys has the best selection of used vehicles at the best prices in Spanish Fork. The Car Guys know their automobiles to get you the best car for your needs and your budget. The Car Guys at 872 North Main in Spanish Fork.
And we are back here on SF-17 in the top of the 5th. The Tigers are currently up 4-0 on the Dons. It's been a great pitching performance so far by Jamison Finch.
Yeah, he's been doing really good. I've been real impressed by the pitches that he's been throwing and just his consistency, Elliot.
Joining me now in the broadcast booth, I'm Elliot Scharfs. We have Taylor Decker back here with us.
Nice to be back.
Leading off for Orem in the top of the 5th inning, number 1, Jamison Finch.
And we have a new pitcher in for the Dons.
It looks like it'll be 20 Mason Olson, if I'm correct.
Yes, number 20 Mason Olson is in to pitch for the Dons, one of the better pitchers for the Dons this season. Ooh, and it clips Finch in that pitcher versus pitcher matchup. Finch wins it with a hit by pitch to get the leadoff runner for the Tigers on base to start the inning, and we will have a pinch runner. Number 5, Williams for the Orem Tigers will be pinch running for Finch after he gets on base on that hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Now batting number 22, Spencer Wollaston.
Senior Spencer Wollaston up to bat now for the Tigers.
He's been hitting about a solid 200 this season.
Wollaston's had a great day today. He had a double in the 1st.
Yep.
Singled in the 3rd and scored. They have not been able to get him out all day today.
They haven't, and I think it's due to their momentum at the very beginning of the game, Elliot. If you remember, they started off strong, up 1-0, and you know what? That run meant a lot more than just one run in the beginning.
Ooh, a nice backhanded pick by the third baseman. Makes the play at second on the force and bobbles the ball on the transfer. But a nice play by Tay Newman at third on the backhand, throwing it to second, getting the force on the 5-4 fielder's choice.
Lucky he caught that and tagged the base when he did. If you saw, he just almost dropped that, which could have been bad for the Dons.
Now up for the Tigers, number 14, Cole Brandner, the left fielder. Number 12, Camden Decker, the third baseman, is up. My bad there.
Camden, I think, has been doing pretty good today, too, as he's been a strong force on the...
Camden is struggling a little bit, actually. He's struck out looking in the first.
Oh, okay.
Struck out in the third. A little bit of a rough game, but obviously one of the better hitters for the Tigers. He could easily have a good at-bat right here. And he swings through it for strike 2.
Decker's been averaging 200 in batting average this season. Let's see if he can improve that right here.
Hitting 222 over 11 games, so right around 200.
Yep.
And Camden Decker strikes out looking, and that is his third strikeout today. Golden sombrero, not what you're looking for. And that is the second out in the top of the 5th. Decker is the only underclassman in the starting lineup for the Tigers today, as everyone else is a junior or senior. Now batting, number 14, Cole Brandner, the left fielder. Brandner is a junior, and he swings through it for strike 2.
He's had 8 hits this season. Not as strong as some of his other teammates, but hopefully he can get a hit for them right here.
He rips it foul to stay alive.
Right past that dugout, almost hitting one of their coaches.
Still in the top of the 5th here, with 2 outs and a runner on first. And he's stealing. The throwdown is not in time, and it is a stolen base for the pinch runner, number 5, the senior Williams. Williams is only hitting 167, so he doesn't bat that much, but he's obviously very speedy. Pinch runs for the pitcher.
His base runnings where you see his strength, especially right there as he was called safe.
Gets into scoring position with 2 outs. And that will do it for the inning. Cole Brandner strikes out swinging. And another 2 strikeout inning for the Dons. New pitcher, same result. 2 strikeouts in every inning through 5. We are now heading to the bottom of the 5th after a nice quick inning for the Spanish Fork Dons. We would like to thank our sponsors for today's game. The Tony Basso Auto Group, the Car Guys, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, McKell Christian Wise Attorneys at Law, and Dickerson Automotive. Again, thank you to our sponsors. We have had quite the pitching effort from Jamison Finch today as we head to the bottom of the 5th. It is 4-0 the Tigers lead after a 5-3 Spanish Fork Dons win yesterday over the Tigers at Orem. The Tigers have really bounced back today with a strong...
They must have had a good post-game talking to with what they've brought into this game, Elliot.
Yeah, they decided that they had had enough of losing yesterday. They're on a 2-game losing streak.
And the tables have turned.
Tigers 4-3 in region play coming into today. The Dons perfect 5-0, yet to be beat. This would be a big win for the Tigers if they could hold them off, but don't count the Dons out yet. We're only in the bottom of the 5th. We still have a few more innings. And
the Dons are, correct me if I'm wrong, Elliot, at the top of their region right now.
They are. They are in first place in their region. Currently ranked 11th in the state of Utah.
Very nice.
Among all teams, not just 4A.
Wow, this will be a big win if Orem gets it then. A good comeback right now after their 2-game losing streak.
Due up for the Dons in the bottom of the 5th, we have the left fielder Olson, the right fielder Chappelle, and then the center fielder Hess. So all 3 outfielders in the 7, 8, 9 spots coming up.
Very nice.
Leading off for the Dons in the bottom of the 5th inning, number 5, Sage Olson.
Now Olson flew out to shortstop last time.
And ball 1 to Olson. Olsen really got unlucky last time. He hit a hard line drive to short.
He did.
Travis Gill made a great diving catch.
He was
And that's a
robbed of a
strike.
hit of that last time, so let's see if we can see his batting strength right here.
Yeah, 0 for 1 on the day, looking to get his first hit of the day. Olsen with a 1-1 count. And he swings through it for strike 2. That breaking ball again as he's out in front looking for that fastball, and he just...
You can see the strength of his batting as right there when he kind of fell in and leaned as he got a strike, but you can tell that he's trying to hit this ball hard, Elliot. He's trying to get it out.
That pitch is low in the dirt. Evens up the count at 2-2 to Sage Olsen. And he swings and he is out. Tried to pull up and check his swing there, but he went. And that is another strikeout for Finch, who is really dealing today.
He is.
He's only given up 2 hits all game, both coming back-to-back with 2 outs in the third. But other than that, there really hasn't been much of a threat from the Dons today.
Again, I would like to say that Finch, his consistency tonight has just been what's been really going really well for Orem, I have to say.
And the breaking ball drops in there for strike 1 to Carson Chappelle, the senior right fielder for the Dons. Chappelle struck out in the third inning. His only plate appearance today. And the fastball on the upper outside corner catches it for 0-2. And strike 3 looking on the breaking ball right there, and that's another strikeout.
Finch again.
Finch with his second strikeout of the inning. And his 7th strikeout of the game.
Really? Wow, that's very good.
Yeah, lots of strikeouts today. Jamison Finch with 7 strikeouts. Ty Sorensen had 8 before being taken out, and then the new Smashfork pitcher had 2 as well. So some great pitching today. Grounder up the middle. Nice play by Gill, and he throws out Hess on a bang-bang play at first to end the inning on the 6-3 ground ball. 1-2-3 inning for the Tigers as Jamison Finch continues to roll. And as we head to the 6th inning, our Spanish Fork Dons trail 4-0 against the Orem Tigers. We'll be back in a minute on Spanish Fork 17.
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Nobody plans on getting in an accident, but if it does happen, you can rely on the expertise of Mike McKell to protect and fight for your rights. Specializing in personal injury law, Mike McKell is the attorney you need. Contact Mike at McKell, Christiansen, and Wise.
And we are back in the top of the 6th inning now in this game between the Orem Tigers and the Spanish Fork Dons.
Now, Elliot, I've been really impressed with Orem and how they've handled things, especially defensively. They're out there making these plays look easy.
Yeah, really jumping on the Dons early. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. And that's where we stand, 4-0 here in the top of the 6th.
Very surprising score from yesterday's game versus Orem.
Yeah, 5-3. Dons won yesterday.
Yeah.
Today, different story so far. At the plate, right fielder, the senior Tyler Wimpy, with a 1-1 count as he takes that second pitch up and away.
Batting a total of .342 this season, which, hey, it's a pretty good batting average.
Yeah, Wimpy has been solid this year as he takes ball 2 outside. And a nice strike on the inside corner, evens the count up at 2-2. Mason Olsen came in to pitch for the Dons last inning and didn't give up any runs, only gave up 1 base runner. In this inning, he looks strong as well.
Yeah,
striking out the leadoff hitter,
Good
Wimpy.
switch up for the Dons.
And that is the third consecutive batter that Olsen has struck out now.
Getting themselves on a schedule.
Ball one in the dirt to Stetson Madsen, number 16, the first baseman for the Orem Tigers. Madsen is a senior.
He's had 7 hits and 2 runs this season, batting .389.
Very impressive batting average.
Very
one of the better hitters on
impressive.
the team. Takes a curveball up the middle. Nice sliding play by the second baseman.
And did he
but
get it?
not in time.
Nope, not in time.
And that is a lead, or a one-out single for Stetson Madsen. Great effort there by the second baseman for the Spanish Fork Dons, Dylan
Great
Hall.
effort, yeah. Looked like he slipped a little. Did you see that when he was trying to throw it?
Yeah, he did slip. I mean, he's sliding on the dirt there, trying to go the
Yeah.
other way.
I assume if he didn't, that would have been a straight pass right over to first to get him out.
He's had an impressive day over there at second. Made a great play on Chris Daly's ground ball back in the fourth for the second out. And then there.
Been doing some work today for the Dons.
Ball one outside to Dallin Lee, the second baseman. Lee struggled a little bit today as he struck out looking in the second and struck out swinging in the fourth. Trying to avoid a dreaded third strikeout, he squares around a bunt. He lays it down. It's a great bunt. The catcher picks it up.
Madsen gets the
Oh,
second.
the ball is dropped by the first baseman, and it is an E3. Dylan Lee couldn't catch the ball. That's a big
Couldn't
mistake
quite
right
do
there.
it. Scott Orem, another guy on base. Got 2 on base right now. And Chris Daly up to bat.
That's a big error. An
Huge
error
error.
really cost the Dons back in the second inning
yeah.
as they gave up 2, the other error
Yep.
they made this game. So you worry now with only 1 out and 2 guys on base. Top of the order coming up for the Tigers.
With that, do you think that's a big storyline for the Dons right now? Because that seems to be what's bringing them down in this game, is just not being able to make those plays and getting those errors.
Yeah, that error cost him 2 runs in the second. Errors could cost him here. Ground ball to the pitcher. Steps on third. Throws to first. Not in time.
Not quite a double play.
But Mason Williams makes a nice play on the ground ball there. Throws it over to third to Tay Newman for the second out of the inning. And now we have first and second with 2 outs. And the leadoff hitter, Daly, grounding into the fielder's choice.
Now batting number 8, Travis Gill.
And a leadoff strike to Travis Gill, the junior shortstop. Number 8 for the Orem Tigers. Gill is 0 for 2 on the day with a grounder to short in the first and a strikeout in the fourth, but he did pick up an RBI with the bases loaded on a sac fly in the second.
He did. And he's had 10 hits and 8 runs this season, so I don't think he's doing terrible, but he definitely could do a lot better right now. Hopefully we'll see something out of him.
And there's strike 2 to Gill. Gill hasn't had the best day from the plate, but on the defensive side of things,
Yes,
at short, he's had a
you are
great
right,
day.
Elliot. He has.
Travis Groves made 3 or 4 quite impressive plays over at short on defense for the Tigers. And he swings through that for strike 3 to end the inning.
Looks to be a little frustrated after that one.
And we will head to the bottom of the 6th now.
Here we go.
Mason Williams with another scoreless inning, 2 innings of scoreless relief work.
Still 4-0.
Still 4-0 Tigers as we head to the bottom of the 6th. We'd like to thank our sponsors, the Tony Bass Auto Group, Dickerson Automotive, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, 2 Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Christensen Wise, Attorneys at Law, and Dickerson Automotive. Well, quite a performance so far by Finch. Jamison Finch as he heads back out to the mound. We'd like to remind you that you can catch our broadcast on youtube.com/SpanishFork17 SF17 Sports. You can catch the replays on YouTube after the game, or listen to us live now as well. So we head to the bottom of the 6th. It's 4-0 Tigers over the Dons. Jamison Finch pitching 5 scoreless innings so far for the Tigers. Been really impressive.
Yep, now as his pitch count goes up, we'll see if his arm can still remain strong and as consistent as he has been right now with his strikes.
We'd like to remind you that our next live game is Tuesday, April 24th at 3:30 p.m. The Spanish Fork Dons will be playing the Salem Hill Skyhawks here on F17 Sports. That should be a great game.
Very good game.
The Dons 5-0 in region play so far this year. Looking to overcome a 4-run deficit with 2 innings of...
Now, in your opinion, how do you think they can do that from the rest of this lineup and game?
Well,
what do you think needs to happen?
It's really got to start with the first hitter of the inning. They have yet to get a leadoff man on in any inning so far this game for the Dons. And this may be their best chance.
There's a couple guys on base, too, that really needs to change.
This inning for the Dons, they have their 1, 2, 3 hitters coming up. Newman, the third baseman, Pintar, the shortstop, and then Nielsen, the DH. So they have their best 3 hitters coming up. This is what you would expect to be their chance at having a big inning to try to get back in this game. But Jamison Finch has been dealing so far. And Finch starts him off with a strike with a fastball down the middle to lead off the bottom of the 6th as Newman falls down 0-1. Newman grounded out to third in the first inning, but singled in the third. One of 2 hits for the Dons today.
Yep.
Strike 2 from Finch. Newman actually broke up a no-hitter in the 3rd inning today, and there hasn't been much offense other than that. And Newman drives it to right. It's going to be a tough play for the right fielder on the run, and it drops in the corner.
Get it.
He's going to second. Looks like he's going to get 3 here. Ball drops just fair, and it's a lead-off triple for the Dons.
As you said, Elliot, it's something that had to start with the first 3 hitters at the beginning of this in order to turn this game around for the Dons, and that is exactly what we saw here with a leadoff hitting a triple.
Yeah, first leadoff base runner for the Dons, and that is exactly right, exactly what they needed to start off the 6th. And this is their first real scoring opportunity coming with no outs.
Having another meeting, what do you think Coach is saying to them right now with hitting a triple?
Orem pitching coach, honestly, I think he's going out there and telling him, calm down. You've pitched well all game. You've only given up 3 hits. We still have a 4-run lead.
Just a reminder of what they have already brought here, just to keep that going, I'd assume.
I think he's probably telling him, don't worry about that run on third. 1 run doesn't matter. You just don't want to give up 3 or 4 and really let him back into this game. Andrew Pintar, number 4, the shortstop, the junior shortstop for the Dons is up. He also had a single back in the 3rd. The only other player on the Dons with a hit today.
Yeah, and in fact, he's one of the leading hitters on this team. He's had 17 hits this season, only trailing Newman with 20.
And a little outside to Pintar on the first pitch, 1-0. A strike on the breaking ball evens the count at 1-1. Finch has been impressive today. 7 strikeouts.
Very impressive.
No runs, but this is his first real test, his jam in the bottom of the 6th.
So what do you think is more important right here, that he gets on base or that he can get him home to get themselves on the scoreboard?
I think he's got to try to get on base here, but it's a low throw, and he's safe. The run coming home, and he is...
Oh, he got out.
Called him out.
That looks safe to me, don't you think, Elliot?
Ooh.
I thought that was safe.
What a big call in this game, and the ump calls him out at the plate.
It could have been a big run for the Dons.
That's a controversial call. It looked from up here like he slid in safe.
He did.
But
a couple seconds after the fact, too, where he hit that base. So.
But It is what it is. The Spanish Fort coach going out to talk to the ump, obviously not pleased with the call.
Yeah.
But they called him out at the plate. What a big call in this game.
That is a big call. That could have been a game changer or the start of some great momentum for the Dons. But we still do have a guy on first, Pintar on first.
A big error by the third baseman there on the throw. It looked like an easy out.
Yeah.
Made it so he could get to first. Fortunately, they were able to get the guy out at home on a questionable call, but nonetheless...
Seemed like there's a little bit of confusion out there for a second.
Nonetheless, there is one out in the bottom of the sixth. And our Dons still trail 4-0.
Now batting number 11, Nielsen.
Yes, Cy Nielsen up to the plate. The designated hitter grounded out to second in the first, flew out to right in the third. 0 for 2 on the day.
Cy also has 17 runs or hits, this season.
The first pitch fouled back for strike one. Finch really dodged a bullet with that call at the plate. Now he got one out. In the bottom of the sixth. Finch still has a scoreless game intact in the sixth.
Still keeping it a shutout for Finch. Say tensions are high for the Dons as they're just looking to get some numbers up on that board.
Cy Nielsen with the second strike on the breaking ball. That breaking ball has been his go-to pitch today.
It has. And he just keeps on doing it.
He's really had two pitches, the fastball and the breaking ball, but they haven't been able to hit his breaking ball. All they've been able to do is strike out or roll over for weak ground balls.
Goes
Quick
back.
throw over to first. Slides in safely. As Pintar gets his jersey a little dirty.
Trying to take some for the team.
Cy Nielsen facing an 0-2 count here in the bottom of the sixth. Quick throw again over to first.
Cy and Pintar down, trying to get that second out. Quick thinking for Finch, though. He's been keeping his eyes peeled all around, doing very well today.
Yeah, Cy Nielsen at the plate facing an 0-2 count. And ball one up and away. 1-2 now. Only two players have reached base today for the Dons, both of them reaching twice. Newman and Pintar at the top of the order coming in strong.
Yep.
3 through 9 have really struggled today.
It's true. We got Dylan Lee coming up to bat cleanup here, but I don't think there's going to be much to clean up for the Dons right now.
2-2.
Wind's starting to blow strong. See if that has any effect on this ball game.
Yeah, a little windy. You can see the flag blowing out there in center. But overall, it's been a beautiful day for a baseball game.
Very
and that
beautiful.
breaking pitch again. Strikeout looking. Nielsen goes down. Gets out for the third time today, and that is 2 outs now in the bottom of the sixth. Still with a runner on first, but not too much of a threat going on right now.
Now batting number 24,
Dylan Lee, number 24.
Dylan Lee's their designated hitter, so you know that hitting is his strong point, so hopefully he can at least get somebody home.
Yeah, the senior first baseman's had a really nice year at the plate.
Need to hit the homer they've been waiting for, that they desperately so need, and
He
here he
drives
goes.
one to right. If it can, it looks like it might get over his head. And it's off. Oh, what are they calling? A little bit of confusion right now. Not sure why.
Yeah, it was definitely far out of foul territory.
But it looks like we're going to be having that pitch over again. Another unlucky break for the Dons today
Yeah.
after what looked like a good hit.
Just can't catch a break. They come close. They miss it by so much every time. Goes
Dylan
right
Lee
up.
pops it up really high in foul territory on the first base side.
And does he catch
and
it?
Gets out of play. Foul ball. Good effort by the first baseman over there, but it just drifted a little bit too far. And Stetson Madsen, the Orem first baseman, wasn't quite able to get over there and make the play.
Can see how bad that Lee wants it by just his hits in general. Strong hits, strong play. Needs to do something for the Dons right here.
Yeah, Dylan Lee, big boy.
He is
Need
a
him
big
to drive
boy.
in a few runs for the Dons right here.
A lot of power in those legs with his hits.
Chopper to the left side, foul ball, and there's still 2 strikes on Lee as he's battling to stay alive. Dylan Lee is hitting .333 so far this year.
It's not bad.
One of their better hitters hitting in the cleanup spot. You'd expect a good hitter to be coming out of the cleanup spot,
You're
especially
right.
on a good team like the Dons, and he is no exception.
Nothing less than expected, that is for sure.
And he swings, and it's a pop-up. Will this one
Does
stay
he
in
catch
play? And it drifts just foul.
Just over that dugout.
Over the dugout and into the batting cage behind
Yeah.
the Dons dugout.
Giving some activities for the little kids back there. To try and get that ball out.
Still 2 strikes to the first baseman for the Dons, Dylan Lee, with 2 outs and a runner on first.
Now we talked about him being a strong hitter, but looking at his stats, he's only had 2 hits this season so far, Elliot.
And a ground ball to the right side. Oh, it's bobbled. And the shortstop, who's been strong all day, Travis Gill, makes a big error. Errors have led to big innings today.
It's true. Errors have been a big storyline for this game today, as I mentioned earlier. And no exception in this inning.
And that is the 2nd error this inning for the Tigers. Their 3rd on the game.
We have a speed up Bennett coming in for
Pinch running number 9, Morley Bennett.
Yeah, Morley Bennett pinch running, number 9 for the Dons.
7, Josh Cowden.
Josh Cowden, the catcher, the senior, steps up to the plate. He reached on an error back in the 2nd and grounded out to 2nd in the 4th. Yet to get a hit today. Cowden looking to drive in some much needed runs for the Dons as they're down 4-0 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, you're right. Now they have a couple seniors on this team, right? Couple seniors leave after this.
Yeah, the 4 through 9 hitters in today's lineup for the Dons are all seniors, and a ground ball up the middle. Chopper makes the play at 2nd, a nice 4-6 toss for the force out, and the Tigers get out of another jam.
That is very impressive. They are doing so well today considering last game. I'm just so impressed with their defense and everything that they have shown so far this game,
Well,
Elliot.
we're through 6 innings now here, and the Dons currently trail 4-0 with 1 inning to play on SF 17.
Hi, welcome to 2 Jack's Pizza.
For the best pizza you'll ever taste and our world-famous cheese sticks, come to 2 Jack's Pizza on Main Street in Spanish Fork, or call us for a quick delivery. Are you hungry yet?
The best time to check your furnace is before it fails, and you can rely on Triple T to do the job right. Our technicians are trained every year so you can sleep better at night, knowing your furnace is safe to operate. Call Triple T at 798-7711 to schedule your tune-up today.
Welcome back to the top of the 7th in this baseball game between the Spanish Fork Dons and the Orem Tigers.
It's been quite a game today, Elliot. A very surprising game, to say the least.
Yeah, after a 5-3 victory for the Dons yesterday at Orem, Orem is up 4-0 here going to the top of the 7th, having jumped on the Dons early in the game, scoring 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and then we haven't had any scoring in the 4th through 6th innings.
Yeah, they've been holding their ground, and that's what's so impressive.
Up now for the Dons, the pitcher, Jamison Finch. Finch hasn't been too impressive at the plate today, although he has been hit by a pitch twice.
Yep.
On the other side of things, though, on the mound, Finch has been very impressive today.
Very impressive. I can't say enough good about him today on what he's done for Orem today.
Yeah, Finch has been unbelievable, striking out 8 batters, giving up no runs.
Definitely been the player of this game that's turned this around for Orem.
Yeah, player of the game so far. If things don't change, Spanish Fork's going to need to come up with at least 4 in the bottom half of this inning if they can get through this one cleanly.
Defense wins games, and that's definitely what we've been seeing today.
Ball low, 3-1 now to Finch. Mason Williams has actually done a good job in relief today. He's pitched the 5th and 6th innings, giving up no runs in 2+ innings.
Definitely what I think the Dons have needed.
And a ball low. Brings the count to 3-1.
We got pitcher versus pitcher here right now.
And a hard ground ball to short.
And can he make
Andrew Pintar with a nice throw, and he nails him at first. And a great play by Pintar for the first out of the inning.
Very nice. Got Wollaston up to the plate right now.
Wollaston again is having a great day. Behind the plate, he's called a great game as the catcher. Doubled in the first, singled in the third, and scored a run. Grounded into a fielder's choice in the 5th. So he's 2 for 3 today.
Very good for Orem. Way high pitch for the ball.
Strike number 1. Now we got 1-1 now to Wollaston.
Looks like it's getting a little chilly out there, but still a good game.
A ball low and away. Wilson fights it off to stay alive, 2-2. 2-2 to the senior catcher, one of the real leaders on this team for the Tigers.
And again, we've seen that tonight, just what kind of a player he is, as he's led this team with those plays, especially on defense.
And he swings through it, strike 3. And Mason Olson has had a really nice game today in relief for the Dons. Since coming into the game in the 5th, he had 2 strikeouts in the 5th, 2 strikeouts in the 6th, and 1 strikeout in the 7th. So 5 strikeouts over 3 innings so far for Olson. Ground ball to the pitcher, flips it to the first baseman, Dylan Lee, and that's a quick 1-2-3 inning as Camden Decker grounds out to end the top of the 7th. And we now head to the bottom of the 7th. The Dons' last chance, down 4-0. And looking to try to get on the board and really try to rally to get them back in this game. We'd like to thank our sponsors for today's game, as this game is brought to you by the Tony Basso Auto Group, the Car Guys, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, 2 Jack's Pizza, Mikkel Christian Wise, Attorneys at Law, and Dickerson Automotive. We thank you all for watching our game up to this point today, as we've had a little bit of a tough one for the Dons, down 4-0 going to the bottom of the 7th.
Has been great, and what do you think their chances are at coming back in this inning?
Well, I mean, they have some good hitters coming up. Brandner, Wimpy, and Madsen, the left fielder, right fielder, and first baseman all coming up. It's high school baseball. Anything can happen. But
Anything can happen. I never say it's over till it's over, especially in baseball.
Jamison Finch has been really impressive today, though, throwing 6 scoreless innings, coming out in the 7th now.
That's
trying to finish
game.
off the complete game. He's 4-2 on the year with a 1.83 ERA, and he's lived up to every bit of that 1.83 ERA today. It's going to be even lower once this game is over.
After
most
today,
likely.
very impressive. What do you think his pitch counts at right now?
He's thrown a lot of pitches this game. He's got to be
but
close
a lot
to
of
100.
Strikes.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. Coming up for Spanish Fork is the catcher, Josh Cowden. Dylan Hall, sorry. Number 23, Dylan Hall, is up to the plate. The second baseman, Dylan Hall, leads off for the Dons. Following him is the left fielder, Sage Olson. And then the right fielder, Carson Chappelle, all seniors. And after him, another senior, Riley Hess. So 4 seniors coming up trying to...
They're going to have to regroup next season as they're losing a lot of their seniors.
Trying to rally the team. That is a ball outside.
Finch has been throwing some good pitches. It's been hard for them to swing at these pitches.
1-1 count to Hall. Takes the ball in the dirt. 2-1. Hall's struggled a lot at the plate today, striking out in the 2nd and also striking out in the 4th.
He's just needed to find his groove, especially right now when the Dons need him the most, Elliot.
And he strikes out swinging. And the catcher throws the ball into left field on the throw around. About the only sloppy thing done today by the Orem Tigers defense. They've been strong all game long, and another
Very
nice
crisp
strikeout.
And clean. Those are the words I think I would use for them today. Very crisp. Staying on their toes.
They have been. And another leadoff out for Jamison Finch. 6 of the 7 innings today, he's managed to get the leadoff batter out. And a first pitch strike to Sage Olson. He's also done a great job of getting ahead of hitters today as well.
I think those leadoff outs have really set their heads in this game and set the momentum for Orem.
Ball in the dirt. Jamison just picked up his 9th strikeout today. Really quite an impressive performance.
Very impressive. I'm looking forward to see what the papers say about him after this game.
And that is a strike right down the middle of the fastball. 1-2 now to Olson.
Nothing slowing Finch down.
Ooh, and a pitch low that is called for strike 3. And that is his 2nd strikeout of the inning and his 10th strikeout on the day.
Now Finch is looking to end this game strong, striking out 3 across the board, not even giving the Dons a chance.
Double-digit strikeouts now, looking to strike out the side for the first time all game.
Very impressive game for Finch. Pitching a complete shutout. Now double digits in strikes.
And that is strike 1 from Jamison Finch as Carson Chappelle, the senior right fielder for the Dons, number 13, looks to extend to this game as they're down 4-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Ball outside. Nice play by the catcher, digging that ball in the dirt. And the ball is fouled off down the right side, and that is strike 2 on Chappelle, 1-2. And the Tigers are 1 strike away from taking this game and splitting the season series with the Dons.
Yes.
A reminder, yesterday the Dons won 5-3 at Orem. But today it's been a different story. The Orem Tigers up 4-0 now in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs.
They ended that game and said, no way, we're not doing this again. And you see it with what they have shown up and done today.
And that ball is popped up to the shortstop. He's got a beat on it.
Really get it.
And Tyler Gill makes the play to end the game. And quite a performance from Jamison Finch, the complete game shutout.
Very impressive. I'm very impressed with what Orem has done today. Their defense has been outstanding. They've got those runs on the board and never gave the Dons a chance, which I think is what really carried them through this game. The Dons didn't even have a chance to really perform well, to even take that momentum for them.
Spanish Fork drops to 5-1 in region play, 11-8 on the year. Orem improves to 5-3 and 9-10 on the year.
I think I'd give the MVP to Jamison Finch, don't you think?
Yeah, Jamison Finch was impressive. Complete game, shutout, 10 strikeouts, obviously our MVP of the game. We thank you for joining us on today's game. To see highlights and replays, go on to our YouTube channel on SF17.
Reminder to the next broadcast is going to be Tuesday, April 24th at 3:30 versus Salem Hills, excuse me.
It's going to be against Salem Hills on SF Sports 3:30, Tuesday, April 24th. So we remind you to please come back and tune in for that game as well. And again, we thank you for watching Spanish Fork Dons baseball. A tough one today as the Dons fall 4-0 to the Orem Tigers. For all of our crew, for Taylor Decker, Elliot Sharps, we're glad that we're able to bring you this game today, and have a great night.
Reminder to you guys, it is on youtube.com/SpanishFork17 and sfcn.org.
We'd like to thank our sponsors one more time. The Tony Basso Auto Group, the Car Guys, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, 2 Jack's Pizza, Mikkel Christensen Wise, Attorneys at Law, and Dickerson Automotive.
It's been a great ball game. Pleasure doing it with you, Elliot.
Yeah, but it's been a good one. 4-0 Tigers win over the Dons as the Tigers drop their first one in region play. We thank you for tuning into us, and join us next Tuesday as the Dons look to bounce back against Salem Hills. Have a good night.